All right, so as I said before, oftentimes with this game, what happens is that, as you can see right here, you already know what time it is, right? But 2K, guess what? They also know what time it is. So in scenarios like this, oftentimes what happens, and I know it seems like I'm nitpicking and just bitching and complaining, but I guess to a degree that probably would be true. But it's really just to show how in this game in particular, every element, every aspect of this game, and every spot on the floor, no matter what the situation is, the AI has an answer for it that could result in giving the computer some sort of an advantage. All right. So a lot of times what happens is that you could be trying to pass a dude the ball, pardon me, on, and he's, let's say he's wide open at the three. You could be trying to pass a guy the ball, and the AI will force him to catch it in this animation, this exaggerated jumping, fumbling the ball animation. And all it's really designed to do is to give that player the advantage, or to give the computer the window of space, the time that they need to close in and defend the shot, so that the guy don't just catch it and get a wide open fucking three. Especially if they're like a if they're a dagger shooter, like if they can actually shoot. All right, and that's pretty much what happened here. So now I'm seeing the double team coming. I'm waiting for it because I know what's happening. They double team me literally 100% of the time. All right. So I already know the double team is coming, which is why I'm standing here. All right. That's why I have so many assists, because I just wait for the double team to come, get somebody the ball, easy point. All right. So when I seen it coming, I'm trying to pass the ball before it gets to me. But the AI understands that, and it kind of it delays my ability to actually pass the ball. So I finally get the ball off, and it happens in a way. And the reason they were delaying it is so that the double team could come and trap me. And when I pass it, this right here is what happens. Now he could have just gave the man the ball just right to him, right? There's no reason, there's no excuse for why he should have passed the ball like this, and it went up so high, and there's no reason why it should happen so often on top of that. But the AI works everything out in this manner because it's trying to help the computer have some sort of an advantage or some sort of an ability to actually compete. All right, because once again, I'm saying 1,000,001 times more, they have not programmed the CPU to really be a decent enough challenge. So they're compensating for their laziness and their lacking of programming the computer. They're compensating for it by interweaving all of these different codes and things of that nature into the game that basically cheats the user. All right, and it's a long list of different things that they do to cheat you, and it all gets triggered at certain moments when it's you know when it's helping, or when it's helpful, useful to the computer, the opposing team. And this is one of those things. That's why you can make a channel like this, and the channel could go on. You can have a 100,000 videos, a million videos, shit, exposing and breaking down all of this stuff, because it's literally just happening all throughout the flow of the game. Every element and aspect of the game, the AI has a programmed and triggered response that would aid the computer in being able to compete, or to challenge you, to just basically give them a general advantage and ability to compete. All right, and there's an answer for everything. All right, if you're driving, you gotta brake, you gotta blow by. The AI has an answer for that to stop you from getting an easy point. They easily just slide the computer from wherever the hell they are, just slide them in front of you. Or they ain't gotta slide them in front of you. The computer could be behind you on a blow by, and it could still knock you off route and prevent you from getting a straight drive to the basket and getting an easy point. All right, there's an answer, and even where there is not necessarily a answer that would blend into the game and look natural, they'll just arbitrarily cheat you in a way that's blatant and obviously cheating. They'll just do you like that if they don't have a way to do it where it seems believable. Like this right here, it seems believable, all right, that you would pass someone a ball and they will fumble it, and not really be able to catch it immediately. That seems believable. It seems like something that really does happen in real life, but they trigger it in the game in order to help computer out. All right. So I'm not saying that this right here is not something that happens and that it cannot happen and that it's not realistic. It's realistic. What I'm saying is that they're triggering it when they want to. All right. In order to give computer an advantage. Because if he just got the ball, think about it. If he just passed him the ball and it hit him right in the spot and he just stood there, he got like a 90-some 3-point rating. You could say he'd have missed it, but the point is to set up a scenario to make it more likely that he would miss it. The AI could have just made him miss it anyways, but they have to weave all of this stuff together in a way that seems natural and believable. That's why it takes for you to actually replay things and look at everything in slow motion, and you really got to turn on your logic brain and understand what's going on in the game. But it takes for you to replay everything in slow motion to really see what actually is going on. And you'll find that most of the time, whenever you're trying to execute a certain plan and you're not able to, typically you're being cheated because they haven't fleshed out the computer's AI and ability to actually play well. They have not fleshed it out because they're too lazy to. They could do it, but it just takes a lot more work. Why do that when you could just slap some shit together in the AI to cheat the players in a way that seems natural and believable, and then you got a great game and you still make millions of dollars every year. Boom, problem solved. You ain't got to do all the other shit. But that's basically it with this video. Peace.